Good morning. It's Friday workout, and as people like to say, if I wanted to sound cool, it'd be Friday, but that doesn't suit me because I'm not cool, so I'll keep it just as it is. So we've got a great workout today. Yeah, it's a lot of, I'm just checking out, what I planned last night, and it's pretty intense. But again, we're going to go a little bit slower than we have on some of the Fridays, but it's going to be a great challenge. So one of the things that I'm excited to say, and again, this is a credit to you guys because you help us get there, but today I'm going down to meet with the head of UCLA medical team that's in charge of all the seniors and the senior program at UCLA Medical Center. So I'm so excited they reached out. We've been able to get together, and so I'm going to meet with them today. So I'm very excited because the medical world is now taking notice of the success, and that happens because of your success. So thank you so much, and I'm excited to continue to get doctors on board. We've got a lot coming in right now, but it's fantastic to see that the medical world is recognizing how they can find a natural way to help people with balance issues. So again, nothing's been done, but I got the meeting, so I'm excited. Diana, happy Friday to you. Always good. I had to keep saying, I want to see if I'm reading Friday yet, but it's still Friday. Pat, you did Tuesday workout this morning. Hang on, whoa. You're doing a workout and then you're going to come and do a workout? So that's great. I'm guessing you live on the East Coast because hopefully you've had at least a 3-hour break, but great job on getting that done. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today before we get started is value, right? People will look at value, and we always put value on different things. But the one thing that I found across the board so many times is people don't put enough value in themselves. So we're always looking at things, or we're looking at other people, and we're waiting for other people to validate us, instead of looking at ourselves and saying, we've got a value, we're invaluable, we're fantastic as we are. And as you believe in yourself and believe in your value and see yourself as priceless, because all of us are priceless, right? As you start to do that, your world changes because you see things there that can help enforce and build your own self-esteem and character and realize your worth. So my message today is put value on you. Look at yourself. Look at the great things about you. Don't look at the things that other people have judged to make you feel less than yourself. Look at yourself and see the value that you are. Look at the things that are unique. Look at the kindness in your heart and the character that you have to stand up and fight for your life and turn things around that society's throwing at you or life is throwing at you with struggles physically and mentally. So my message to you today, you're invaluable. See the value in you and put more emphasis on the things that are so important in your life and not so much on those that are less important. So, hey, Audrey Byers just showed up. Audrey, I'm giving you a wave. Get on your board, young lady. It'd be great to have you join this class today. And I know Audrey only shows up for the advanced classes. So today in the workout, we're going to be doing obviously the regular workout, and then we got the long resistance bands. So we'll talk a little bit about the long resistance bands. I know there's different sizes that are out there and different resistances. Most of you have the yellow. We do have the red, that's the next resistance. In fact, Terme, I think she was talking about the long, thick black ones that are the biggest resistance, the hardest to use. And yet that might be a little bit too advanced right now, but you never know. As you grow in strength, maybe those ones can work great as well. So again, have a great class, be valuable, and let's make sure that you commit fully to you. Here we go. Okay, I had fun last night putting this workout together because I wanted to combine a lot of things. And so let me see if I can move just a little bit more forward. I want to get a little bit closer to you guys. Here we go. So all we're going to start today is nice and easy. All I'm going to do is tap back. We just start with a little tapping back today. And we're going to build the tapping exercise up. So for anybody that's having a little bit of a tough time, we can grow slowly to the tapping, but we're going to take it to an advanced movement. So as I go to tap back, I'm not putting my weight on the floor, it's just my toe. So as I go backwards in here, you'll see it's just my toe that's tapping the back of the ground. And you'll notice that my body weight leans slightly forward, which means the leg that I'm standing on is engaging the power. There you go, good. Now what I want you to do is tap the back of the board and down. So tap the back of the board and down. So it's just a really light tap, so you can feel where your motion is. Now, I know some people may want to kick the board and this stuff, but it's just nice and soft. Just move that leg, and I move my leg until I feel it, but I'm moving it slowly because I'm in control of the leg that's on the ground. I can feel that movement. So just here and tap. And for those of you with drop foot, this is great. Try not to drag that foot. Try and pull that toe up to touch the back of the board. Good. Next, we're going to go from here to the back of the board. So if I turn it sideways, so you can see I go from here to tap to back into here. So you see the bottom of my foot is touching the board. Are you ready? Here we go. So we go back, tap the back, ball of the foot, tap, back of the board, up, change feet. Tap, board, sole of the foot, change feet. Back of the board, ball of the foot, down. Back of the board, sole of the foot. There you go, last one, each side. Here, change feet. Back of the board, ball, and down. Good, so now we're going to advance this and take it onto a tap one. And you're going to see we're building this up really good. So you go back of the board, ball of the foot, toe on one, down. So go back of the board, ball of the foot, toe, and down. Back of the board, ball of the foot on the back, toe, and down. Last one, we go back of the board, ball of the foot, tap, and one. So again, we're getting all this motion going, and we're getting it with balance being the main focus. So now, we're going to do this. We're going to go back of the board, ball of the foot, 1, 2, 3, and down. So do it with me, go slow. We go tap, back of the board, ball of the foot, 1, 2, 3, and down. Back of the board, ball of the foot, 1, 2, 3, and down. Back of the board, ball of the foot, 1, 2, 3, and down. And if you're in here and having a little bit of a hard time, just jump, just follow along. If some of them are really hard for you to do, then make sure if they're hard to do, just do the ones that you can do and keep repeating those. Back of the board, ball of the foot, 1, 2, 3, and rest here. So now this is the last one we're going to be doing with the tapping. We're going to add, once you've gone the 1, 2, 3, you're going to bring it down to the ground. 3, 2, 1, and we're back to the beginning. So if you want to watch the first time, do, but I'll talk it through nice and slow. Join in if you're ready. Back of the board, ball of the foot. 1, 2, 3 on the ground. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Back of the board, ball of the foot. 1, 2, 3, ground. 3, 2, 1. Change feet. Back of the board, ball of the foot. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Back of the board, ball of the foot. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Now, we are going to add to this one, but not in the movement. What I want you to do is when you hit the number 2, every number 2, you're going to use the heel of your foot instead of the toe. Remember, this is an advanced exercise, so do what you want to do as far as comfort-wise and just do it basic, or just do the step tapping if that's as far and you need to work on that. But here we go. You ready? Back of the board, ball of the foot, toe, heel, toe, heel, flat. So every time we hit the number 2 on the board in the back, you're using your heel. So we're now getting that flexion, trying to help to strengthen up the front of the feet. And obviously with drop foot, do the best you can. Even if it's just a little bit of a toe pull, it will get better. Here we go, left foot, back of the board, ball of the foot, 1, heel 2, 3, heel 2, down. Last one, back of the board, ball of the foot, 1, heel 2, toe 3, heel 2, flat foot. Back of the board, ball of the foot, toe, 2 heel, 3 toe, 3 toe, 2 heel, and back to the beginning. Okay, we're gonna go through this a little bit faster now for those that want to. We're gonna go through this just 2 times each side. Hopefully I'll get it right because it's a lot to remember, so I know. I'm gonna try and talk it through, but go at your own pace. And if you only get through it 1 time, that's fantastic as well because it's all about your progression. Are you ready? Back of the board, ball of the foot. 1, heel, toe, toe, heel, down. Back of the board, ball of the foot. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, and back of the board, ball of the foot. 1, heel 2, toe 3, heel 2, down, back of the board, ball of the foot. Toe 1, heel 2, toe 3, heel 2, and back down again. Look, I know that isn't easy to do, and as I'm talking, it could be confusing you because you're going at a slower pace and you're hearing my voice, but great job for getting it done. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, we're going to do a little bit of a new foot movement in here. You're going to step on 1, step back, step on 2, step behind, step on 3, step behind, step on 2, behind, step on 1, behind, and then middle and balance. Does that make sense to you? Again, we're moving our body, even though our arms are staying, we're moving our body to the right. Here we go. You ready? Actually, sorry, we start on the middle. So go middle, up, down. 1, down. 2, down. And notice how my body is moving across, and I work my way back up. 3, 1, and middle. Find that balance. Step back down, left side. So we go left foot, step up, step back. Now, number 1, the board will touch the ground. Now, number 2, the board will touch the ground. Number 3, the board will touch. Let's work our way back to 2. 2 and 1. Now, come back to the middle. Come up, find that balance. Step back, go the right foot, right in the middle. Step up, find your balance. Now go to 1, step up. And what we're working on here is adjusting our body and coming back relative to the ground, being off a flat surface. It's actually at an angle. And then we come back and find our balance in the middle. Last time through on the left side. Left foot comes up in the middle, find that balance, and then we go 1. And you'll notice I'm working my way down the board. I'm not stretching, just nice and easy. 2, check your foot placement if you need to. Now come up, find that balance, and step back down again. Good, shake those legs out. So what we're gonna do now is we're now gonna do a little bit of a lunge. So now put your right foot in the middle and just a very slight knee bend and back up. Now go to 1, knee bend and up. Now go to 2, knee bend. And notice when you push back, how you find your balance on that back leg. Go to 2, go to 1, and then on the 1 right in the middle here, try and keep your balance as you bend. I could take the board off, and is it balanced? I'm with my hands off, don't take the board off. Good, let's go to the other side. So we lunge in the middle, left foot in the middle, bend both knees, step back up. Number 1, push back. And as you lift that front leg, feel how solid you are on that back leg. There you go, good. Now, when you go forward, think of bending both knees. Don't go through the poles. That's not a good thing to do, both from a safety point of view and also you don't want to put that much pressure on your knees. One more time going to the right. Are you ready? Middle, again, bend both legs and you'll put a little bit extra weight on the front leg, but don't lean forward. Think about just bending that knee and sink into the middle. Here, good. And as I come back each time, I can feel my left leg in great strength and balance. I'm here, I step back, let's change legs. Last time, in the middle, bend, and all we're doing, we're bending down a little bit. The board would touch the ground when you're on the opposite side. When you're going sideways on the numbers, 1, 2, 3, push back, come back to 2. There you go, back to 1, and go into the middle. little bend, and push back up again. Good. Let's go into here. Good. Shake those legs out. I want you to get a quick drink of water. We're about 15 minutes in. It's important to drink. So again, this is an advanced level workout. Go at your own pace. The way you adapt is if you start and you have the first part of the exercise and you don't want to go further, just keep repeating the first part and rest when you want. You don't have to do everything. Do what makes you feel good. Never get frustrated because you can't do other things. You will get to do them by just taking that first little step and building slowly. Okay, next thing I want you to do, step up on number 3. And all I want you to do is just tap your foot going across. We're not pushing, you're just tapping. Now keep going like we're working over the ladder. I'm out here on 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Now, as you're doing this, bend the right leg just a little bit, not too much, and keep going. You'll notice that as your leg goes wider, there's more strength being built on the outside of your right leg. You'll notice you're learning how to take that foot and push it higher and yet support the stability of the leg in here. One more time going across. I can really feel those legs working. Again, we're working on that angle. Good. Step across, push on the left across here. Shake that right leg out because I can feel how much it's worked. I'm sure you can too. So we start here. Feet together, go 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. And as I reach across, I have to bend my left leg to reach, but I'm working my body to strengthen the outside of my hip. It's a fantastic hip strengthener that engages your core, it engages your leg muscles, it will engage your glute. I can feel it right in here because again, your glute is around your hip muscle. It's part of your support system. There you go, good. And you're learning to have a little pressure because you have to be able to tap the board. As you're tapping the board, there's just a little pressure and you'll feel your toes sending messages back to your brain about touching and how hard you've touched. Last one, bring it back. Good, and from here, just step off of the board. Shake those legs out. Again, advanced workout, but again, very simple. You could even do that exercise by standing on the ground and just tapping across into here instead of being on an incline. I've got to give you those maybe a little bit earlier in the exercise. Okay, let's step up on 1 and 1. Here we go with the cardio workout today. We're getting right into it. We're going to start in 15 seconds. So just rock side to side. If you want to lift your heels a little bit to loosen those thighs off, feel free. We're going to go on a 1-minute run. Are you ready? Then we're going to go to a balance. I'll explain it as we get close. And here we go. We're going on a run now. All you're doing is soft little motion of your feet coming just off of the board. It's not a hard impact. You're actually just kind of rolling your feet. And even if your feet don't leave the board and just those heels are coming up. So I can be doing this with my heels. It's great exercise and work because you're engaging your feet, your toes, and your heart rate's going to go up. So you're strengthening your cardio system without impact. Good. If you want to, you can lift those feet a little higher and get that work. I see we're down to 25 seconds to go. Welcome to Friday. I can feel this one today. Here we go. In fact, I can always feel it. It's just sometimes it feels just a little harder, right? It's nice when it's easy, but it's really beneficial when it's hard. Here we go. Good. Find your balance. Put your left foot on number 1, your right foot on number 2. Find your balance. Go. There you go. We've got 30 seconds of holding this balance. So we've gone from an activity where your heart rate's up to your mental focus of being able to find that balance. Are you ready? We've got 4 seconds left. We're going to change. Your right foot will go to number 1, your left foot to number 2. Here we go. Right foot to number 1, left foot to number 2. Find that balance. I don't know about you, but I can feel those quad muscles really engaged. Oh, that little bit of peace. There you go, good. We've got 7 seconds. Then we're gonna go back to the running again. We're going back to the running. Are you ready? And here we go, we're off. We're back running again. Oh, this is gonna be a little bit of a leg workout. I've just looked at what I've created. This is a leg workout today, along with your cardio. Now remember, balance doesn't come from your muscles. Balance comes from your brain. It connects from an area in the body. The main area is called the cerebellum at the back of your brain. And it's the proprioceptive connection that sends the messaging from your brain. Right now, messages are going down. Push on my right foot, push on my left foot. And then your feet are sending back messages or other parts of your body as to what's happening. That's what gives you balance. But we're also working strength, and the muscles will give you stamina. And stamina is so important. Here we go, we've got 8 seconds. Here we go, then we're gonna put our feet to 2 and 2 and go into small squats. Are you ready? And go. Okay, here we go. Butt goes out, little squat, and stand back up again. We got 1 minute of this. So building it up. There you go, good. Nice and slow, really feeling. God, I remember when I was back in my 20s and all I wanted to do was exercise and get through things as quick as I can. I was like a jackhammer, just like go, 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 go. And now as I get older, I wish I had known more when I was younger about the patience, about the feeling, about just being able to control everything in my movement and not just the rush to get to the end. Here we go. Good. Let's go, we're almost there. You're doing fantastic. Keeping that balance. We're gonna go back to the runs in 3, 2, 1. Back to 1 and 1, here we go. That's 2 exercises down. We've got 2 to go. 2 exercises down, 2 to go. You're doing fantastic now. If you're getting tired, step off of the board. If you wanna slow it down and let you catch your breath, please do. Go at your own pace. This is not about proving anything. This is about improving everything. And improvement comes from being smart, not from just going. Here we go. Keep it going. Whew. We got 24 seconds to go till the next exercise. I think you'll like this exercise. This next one is not quite so hard work, but it's about balance movement. Here we go. We've got 10 seconds left to go. You're doing fantastic. Come on. If you're taking a break, fantastic as well. Get back on the board when you feel ready. Are you ready? Put your right foot to number 3. Now tuck the pole. Go to 3, touch the pole. And what we're doing here is we're strengthening the hip flexor that is critical for movement. And at the same time, you're working the inside thigh of the leg that's lifting to strengthen up the inside of your thighs that are so important as well. And then at the same time, you're also learning to balance on the leg that's on the board on a surface that's off angle, and yet look how your body is adapting. Instead of being controlled by the ground, you're using the ground and controlling you. Whatever the ground gives to you, you're able to be able to adapt and adjust. It isn't going to throw you off. Great stuff. Here we go. We've got 10 seconds left. That's 3 exercises down at the end of this one. We've got 1 more run and 1 more exercise. And the next exercise is a new one as well. It's going to be fantastic. Are you ready? Here we go. We're back on 1. I was 1 second late there. Good. Again, if you need to go slower, go slower. If you want to turn and step off of the board and get a drink of water, please do. Your safety and your health is critical. I think I just spat. I don't know if you saw that. I was saying critical and the spit came out. Good. Safety is everything. Feel your body, know where you're at. Don't go outside your comfort zone, but be at the top edge of your comfort zone. Here we go. Again, when I used to race the Ironman, I'd always know I couldn't go outside my comfort zone because you got to swim 2.4 miles, then you have to bike 112 miles, and then you finish after that with a marathon. So I used to run a marathon. I knew if I went outside my comfort zone, the chances are I wasn't going to be great and finish. So go at your level, but raise your level. Good, here we go, we're going to stop. I want you to put your left foot on 2 and your right foot on 2. Now, turn your right foot 90 degrees, push down, push back, turn your foot forward. Push on the right, turn your left foot to 90 degrees, push, push back, forward, turn, push, down and turn, push, turn, back. Now what we're working on here is the ability to be able to turn your foot. I want to go this way, and the first step of changing direction. So as I begin to turn, one leg is always going to turn before the other one, and we're building the strength in the leg, and you may feel a little bit in the groin as well. As I turn my leg, I've got to loosen that hip up, open my groin up, and just push down on each side. There you go. Good, last one. Here, good, and just come down and just rock side to side. Great job. That is not easy. And again, having that control and that stamina to go at your own pace to last is great. What we want to do is get back off of the board, get a drink of water, and I want you to turn the board around. We're going onto the red ball. Okay, turn it around. I'll give you a minute to catch up. I hope you, I fell off the, it's like when you're trying to look cool and you're trying to meet someone, and you're down. Okay, so it is a fast, intense workout. I'm dripping in sweat. So again, go at your own pace, but I hope you're enjoying it. Put your right foot on the ball. Should be the ball of your foot, and your toes should not be over the front of the ball. So I'm just here, just roll your knee around and try and feel, if you can, your toes going across. You'll see I do this motion every time. We've got to loosen the toes up to allow the ball to be able to, what's the right word to say? You've got to have flexibility and suppleness in your toes to build strength, and this will allow it. Change feet. You can never do this exercise too much, because again, you don't want to push down too hard. You want to be nice and relaxed, but enough pressure to let your toes feel the work going. And again, great exercise to do without your shoes on in the evening, or sometime during the day. If you don't have, just even for just 10 seconds, just always remember safety first. Okay, bring it back down. We're now going to put our right foot right in the middle of the ball. You're going to step up and try and find that balance. Good, and step down when you're ready. Again, on this one, don't follow me, go at your own pace. If you want to follow me, you can, but I want you to take the time to find your balance. We don't have a lot of exercises on here today. I just want to get that foot activation going. So step back up again. There you go, just find your balance. Once you've found your balance, step back down again. And when I say find your balance, see if you can stay and find that middle for about 3 to 4 seconds. Once I've done that, I know I found my middle. Now, when you found the middle, see if you can go up on that toe even. So if I found my middle, can I go up even higher? And you'll feel that you're beginning to integrate that calf muscle, the tendons on the side of the ankle. You'll feel how tight your foot is, that support. And then you can come back and change. Last one, so find your balance. Then can you go even more up on that toe and feel the strength that's being demanded of you to hold that position, and how your toes are constantly moving. Good. Now come back on the right side. Just find your balance. Now what I want you to do is try and move your toes on the ball. So you're trying to think about squeezing, pushing those toes down individually or as a group, and feel how those toes are now getting stronger. And change feet. So you want to find your balance, but now think about just pushing those toes. You're not going up on your toes, you're thinking of pushing those toes down into the ball. Engaging those toes for better balance, strength, stabilization, because your toes are critical for balance. Good, and step back. Good. What I want you to do is just shake your legs out. Last exercise we have, we're only going to do it one time each side. Are you ready? Here we go. Step up on the ball. Now find your balance. Now what I want you to do is rock the board side to side and try and keep that balance. Don't let your body go. Feel how the ball is changing under your feet. And you're in here and it's forcing you to have to readjust. Now play with the board. It can go a couple of times the same side and see how you react. Now step down. Step up on the ball. Here we go. Rocking side to side. There you go. And I'm just going to try and confuse myself, which isn't too hard to do sometimes, but try and confuse myself by just letting my arms play, going side wherever I want, and let my foot adjust my balance. Good, and step back down. Now, one thing I want you to notice is how solid you feel on the ground. Just roll each foot, each going out. And again, you're not pushing hard, you're just releasing or relieving some of that tightness or pressure you have from the balance work. And then just stand on the ground and bend your knees a little bit and massage your toes along the bottom of the feet and feel those toes moving. And if you have neuropathy in here, this is a great exercise to try and do. Even if you can't get the feeling, try and do small movements, just really small movements. If it starts hurting because of the pain in there, then just rest it down. But if you can just even push down with your toes, just a little push on the ground, you can create those new neural pathways to start feeding and getting those nerves to wake up again. There you go, good. Shake the legs out. Now, we move on to the next part of the workout. You're going to turn your board around, move the poles inside, and put the long bands up. Are you ready? So I turn it around, move the poles inside, get your long bands. So I just want to show you really quickly, if you're still there, I'm going to use the blue bands today. If I show you, this will give you an idea. You can see how thin the yellow band is, and then you'll see the blue band, and again, how much thicker it is, which gives you much more resistance. And then, this is what some people were asked, I think you were asked about that. You can see how much thicker and bigger the black one is, and it's got so much more strength to it and resistance. So again, make sure you order and get what's right for you. You can always grow to it and build to it, but don't over order because you could end up hurting yourself if you go there too quickly. I'm almost with you. I'm trying to play catch up. So put it on the hook, slide the hook up. On the hook, slide the hook up. Okay, we've got 3 exercises to go through before we get to the last exercise. And again, this is not easy. It's not easy. So what I want you to do is take your right foot on number 1 and leave your left foot on number 2. Now, if you want to make this a little easier, you can put both feet on 2 for your balance, and you can do the exercise without actually taking a band if you want to. For those of you that want to advance, put your right foot on number 1, your left foot on number 2, take hold of the band. Remember, hand down, bend the elbow. Now, little knee bend, and push. 1, we're going to do 6. 2, remember, balance always comes first. 3, and 4, and 5. Last one, keep that balance. 6, good. Let's change over, go to the other side. So right foot will go to number 2, left foot will number 1 if you want the extra challenge. If not, keep your feet on 2 and 2. Here we go. Find your balance, bend the elbow, and we're up. 1, 2. Keep the focus on balance. Let the muscle movement of the arm be secondary to your balance. That's 4. And 5, and 6. Good. We're going to go straight back and do the first side again. We're going to do 5 on this one this time. Are you ready? Find your balance. Balance first. Always engage the brain in your balance and let it happen naturally without having to think about it too much once you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let your brain figure out 5. As you begin to lose your balance, let your brain figure it out. It will. Trust it. Don't force it. Trust it. It will learn to work on its own much quicker. Here we go. Find your balance. Here we go. We got 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. Good. Bring it back to the center. Okay. Next exercise we're going to go to. And turn the hooks. Turn them inside. Take your right hand to the left band. Take it in here. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to bring our arm across in this motion. And what makes this motion work is squeezing your back muscles. Are you ready? Okay, on this one here, I've reversed it. So put your left foot on number 1 if you want more of a challenge, your right foot on number 2. This is really hard to do, a great balance challenge. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, you'll feel most of your pressure on your left leg if you're taking the 1-2 challenge. 3, 4, squeeze that back muscle. 5, muscle. And 6, gosh, that balance is tough. Move your foot, right foot to 1, left foot to 2, or keep them both on number 2. And if you want to add the band, you can. If not, go the motion without the band. Here we go. Are you ready? Find your balance and 6. 1, 2. Open that chest up. 3. Feel broad across the front. 4. And tighten your back muscles. 5. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. 6. Good. Place it back. We go straight back to the other side. 1 and 2. Left foot on 1, right foot on 2. Grab the band. We're going 5. Find your balance. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Bring it back. Go to the side. Right foot to 1, left foot to 2. Take your left hand across. Find your balance. Most of your pressure is going to be on your right leg. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. Good. Place it back. Now this last one, we're going to do something very different we haven't done before. What I want you to do is take your feet and turn them so your front leg, your left foot, we're facing the left, your left foot is on number 2 and your right foot is on number 3. Now take your right hand and you're going to place it on the pole. Before you do that, and I should have said this before, use your left hand to take the band and right hand comes across. So now we're going to face the side. Now push up. Every time you rock, when we go back, it's down. When I push up, it's up and it's down and it's up. Are you ready? We're going to start now. You may have started with me. We're going to 6. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Bring it back down. Put your weight on your back leg. You can pass the handle to your other hand and hold on if you feel safer. Now, let's push, face the front and turn the other way. My right foot is going to be next to the pole. I push down. My back foot is going to be to the back of the board. Now, take across if you want. Hand the band across. Now, remember, every time we push forward, the arm comes up. Every time we push back, it comes down. Are you ready? Here we go. Push forward. And 1, and 2, and 3. Good. And 4, and 5. Last one. 6. Now push the band, pass the band to the other hand, place it on the hook and come back to face the front. Move those feet nice and slowly and let the board rock naturally, and know as it rocks, let your balance take over. Last one, we're going to turn and face the other side, but this time we're going to reverse it. Right, so my left foot is by the side of the pole, My right foot goes back on the edge of the board. Now, when we go backwards, we're going to lift. So I hold on to the band. I can switch my hands across. I'm in a solid position. Now, when I go forward, it's down. When I go back, I lift. Are you ready? So push forward, just 5. 1, 2. Now, don't lean back when you lift. Push off your back leg. 4, and feel really strong in that back leg. Good. Bring it back, push on your back leg. Pass the band across, place it onto the hook. Let's turn and face the other way. Turn my feet. Good. My left foot goes to the back of the board like number 3. My right foot is in line with the board. I'm going to grab hold of the band, pass it to my other hand. Remember, when we go back, we lift up. But don't lean back to lift up. Keep your body weight forward. Keep your strength in your back leg. Are you ready? So we go forward, and that's 1. Stay strong on the legs. 2. And here we go. 3 and 4. Last one. 5. Good. Stay on that back leg. Pass the band. Put it on the hook. Come back to the front. And there you go. We're just nice and easy, just rocking side to side. So, that's the end of our main workout today. And that was a tough workout. If you hung in there, you're able to do it, fantastic. Not easy. Now, the next exercise we're going to do, which is going to be the last exercise we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to get down all the way on the floor and get back up. If you don't want to join in, you don't have to. What I want you to do is learn the system so that at least you have a plan. If you fall, if you're down in the garden, you want to get back up again. If you're picking something off the ground and you're low on the ground, even if you've got to lay on the ground to try and reach something under the sofa, you've got to know how to get back up. Step back off the board, get a quick drink of water, and this will only be about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we're done. Cheers. Okay, I'm going to open these up and put these to here. So again, maybe you can see a little bit better. And in fact, you know, I'm going to take mine off just so you can have a little bit better view of what's happening. I can actually throw them to the side instead of taking them off, so it opens the area up. Now, remember how we go down to the ground. I'm going to move my handles down, my hooks down just a little bit. So take your right foot back, bend your knees and slide your hands down. Put the knee on the ground, put the other knee on the ground, take one hand down, one hand down. So we're in a trying to get up position. Now I can take my hand, now I'm going to put one foot up and I'm going to tuck my toe under at the back. So on the back, I don't have a flat foot, I'm going to tuck my toe under here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull with my hands on the pole, slightly forward, so a lot of the weight's going onto my front leg, and I'm going to push myself back up, and we're up again. Let's try it one more time on the left side. So I'm going to take my left foot back, and again, you want to pick one side. One side you'll feel more comfortable than the other. You don't have to train both sides. It's best to train one side mainly, and then add the second side as you get really good. So I'm here, I'm going to bring my foot back, I take my hand onto the board. Now, I bring my hand up, I bring my foot forward, I tuck my toe under at the back, and I'm going to push and pull myself back up again till I'm standing. Now, I'm going to go all the way to the ground lying flat. You don't have to do this, but I want you to watch, and I'm going to talk through the system, and you can practice in your own time. I know it sounds funny, you can even practice on your bed laying down. So we're going to go. So I'm going to go down to the ground, both knees, and now I'm going to lay flat. I'm going to turn very slightly sideways and push this so you can see what's happening. So I'm lying down on the ground. Now from here, the first thing I'm going to do is bring one knee to the side. Then I'm going to use my hands and I'm going to push up into this position. Now I'm going to bring the back foot forward so it's now in front of me. Does that make sense? Let me show you that again. I'm on the ground, I've fallen. One knee comes to the side. I use my arms and my hands to push myself up so the knee's here. Now I bring the back foot and put the foot on the ground. Now from here, I tuck my back foot under. I go up onto here and I push myself up and I'm back up standing again. Now you could say, well, I don't have poles, and we talked about this yesterday. You don't have poles. It's okay because there'll be something on the ground or somewhere, a fire hydrant that you can use for your arms to get onto. There can be a park bench. There could be a flower pot, a big flower pot that's heavy. There could be even a ridge coming out along the side of a fence where they've nailed it in that you could put your hands on and help, because everything is about the courage and the strength and determination to say, I'm not going to stay down. I'm going to find a way to get up. And again, this is a system that will help you do it. I'm going to do it one more time. Are you ready? My leg goes back. I go down on the ground. I turn. Hands go on the board. And I'm going to lay flat. So I'm going to reverse this one this time. I'm going to bring it where my right knee comes up and my left leg's bent. I'm now going to use my arms to push up and bring the knee underneath me. Now from here, I can go here. I'm going to bring my left leg around and put it on the ground. So now it's almost like I'm in a sprinter's position, like the beginning of a race. I'm going to take my right foot, the red one here, and tuck it under so my toe is tucked under. Now I'm going to grab hold of the park bench. I'm going to grab hold of the top of the fire hydrant. I'm going to hold on to the edge of a fence, and I'm going to pull and push, pull with my arms, push with my legs, and I'm back up again. So again, that's what we've got today. We're going to keep working towards that because I want you to strengthen up. I want you to have a fantastic confidence in yourself that no matter the position you're in, you have a plan and a way to get back up again. So with that being said, roll the shoulders out. Good, shake your legs. It was a good workout today. You'll see when I come closer, I'm sweating a lot. Shake your arms, roll the shoulders. Good. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end. Right on time, you hear the buzzer go in there. Okay. I got to remember, look at the sweat on me. That was not an easy workout. And I know, I'm dripping in sweat. You can see it running down my face. People think these are easy workouts. They're not. The balance board is not about how extreme it is. The balance board is so much about the ability to come back. It's control. Control is not about being extreme. Control of your body is being able to come back to the middle. I did a couple of videos yesterday where we talked about people go, well, the balance board doesn't wobble that much. Well, in life, you shouldn't be wobbling that much. That's extreme. It's the ability to begin to feel off balance and come back before it becomes extreme. If you wait for it to be extreme, the chances are you're not saving it. So our whole thing is when the body begins to feel off balance, we come back really quick. So we're never in a danger situation, but we train hard enough that if it does go a little extreme, like some of you have said, you've begun to trip and you've been able to save yourself. You've slipped getting out the shower, you've been able to save yourself. Those are extremes and the body will react to it, but we don't have to train at the extreme level to be able to make sure that most of the time we're in such a confident state. Kirk, 114 today. I guess you've lost a lot of weight. I think you're talking about pounds, right? You're only 114. Kirk, you're awesome. I love joking with you. 114. I think that's only 114 today. You guys have been up there. So let's just go back and say quick highs. Pat, I hope you got through it today because I know you did a workout earlier this morning. You're getting into that beast mode. Audrey, Sarah Hetherington. Hey, great to see you, Miss Yeagle. Termay, I know you always like taking the challenge. You tell me all the time. Make it harder all the time and you're going to try and get there. And again, it's not about always achieving it, but it's the intention that you want to get better. Angie, long time since I've seen you, Angie. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. Don't even know if you're still on anymore, but I coached her daughter and she was part of my non-profit organization. Great to see you. Julie, there was not in the presence of your board today, so you did what you could standing on the floor with a walking pole in your hand. Actually felt harder to do without the board. Wow, that's pretty That's pretty interesting. But again, it's because you don't have that safety in there. But fantastic job on you getting there and saying, if I don't have the board, I'm still going to find a way out to do the workout. So that's fantastic. So congratulations, and look forward to getting you back on the board as well. And again, continuing to challenge yourself. I have a lady that I'm looking to bring in as a trainer. I'm really excited. She'll start doing some of these Facebook Lives as well. She's world famous. She's incredible and a brilliant trainer. And we've got some workouts we're going to be doing without the board as well. So we want to progress. The board will always give you the base training, and then we want to get more real life training in there as well, and maybe do 3 days a week of balance board training and 2 days a week of training without the balance board. But everything works together, and I'm hoping it all works out. Pat, it's the first time you could get down on the floor and you feel really happy. That's beautiful to hear. I love hearing that, because there's a fear, right? When your balance isn't great, there's always a fear of having to get down the ground because you're not sure you're going to be able to get up. So the confidence and the ability to get down and get back up is great. Now, saying that, I hope you got back up again, Pat, because you have not said that you got back up. You said, this is the first time I could get down on the floor, and you feel really happy. Now, you're really happy on the floor, or you got back up again? Because that's two completely different situations, but I'm very confident that you got back up again. So have a beautiful weekend. Remember your value. Put value in you. Embrace the things, yeah, Pat, embrace the things that make you unique, and reach into the kindness in your heart, and get rid of judgment of other people. You know, don't let people judge you. And if they do, that says more about them than about you. But know that what you're showing is the greatest side of you. And wishing you guys the fantastic weekend. Stay cool, Kirk. And thanks so much. And if anybody's watching and I haven't said hi to you, I can't see who's watching. I don't know who's watching. So please, if you want to communicate or I don't want to say have me say hi, because that sounds arrogant, but I want to acknowledge everyone that's here. So if you say hi, I'll know and be able to reach out to you personally too. Have a great weekend. I will see you back on Tuesday. And again, be your best always. Bye-bye.